All right. uh. Oh, that's right. I can link my account. I'll have to do that so I can get words. I forgot about this. I don't know if it's. All right. Well, I got some goodies, I guess, for getting this. Or what we can start. What can we call you? I guess country. Cough, cough. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet. Get salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you drown. Water falls from your mouth. You open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Wouldn't that be great? What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Yeah, that's what the beach does to me. Wow. Huh, wow, we went down the wrong pop, huh? Need a minute, or where can I go on? So I give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity. Catch my drift. Now, ocean. Sorry, country. May I continue? Go on. Huh. Dark under. Okay, then. As I was saying, down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. The water recedes back into the ocean and reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh, hell. A decomposing face stares at you, saying, all you can do is vomit, dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How'd you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is blank. What will you do? Up that face? Sure. Brush the sand away from the half buried human head embedded in the ground before you. There is no body, just his head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotten tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been a confusing morning. Sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. Check that your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Wow, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it. The dead person's mouth? Give it back? No. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. Stare down frozen, a voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around and you see what's waiting for you. Your jaw about hits the ground. Oh! Uh, Dang, Philip, you looking pretty fine yourself. Oh, but sorry, I'm gonna have to go for her. Four gorgeous monsters staying halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put off out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days in this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass. What do? Toss it back. Bend down and grab the ball. It's warm and from sitting in the sand on this day. You give the ball a toss, it arches briefly through the air and lands right in the huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much. Speaking directly to you, but you could step out of it. You realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. On again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually batted volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion on their private beach. Frightened, worried, excited. I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, country. You were made for this. Well, gee, the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared. I'm sure it's all going to work out. No good reason not to. You decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. What? I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hope for pretty much anyone. Always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Distance, that is. Oh, okay. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting game. What's your deal? What brings you here? I mean, they're here to do more than distract from my total domination. That was Wraith. That side means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. Hey, my mom calls me. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? No, you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, country, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There's plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. Be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a time quiz and will be very important later. Very important. Or not important anyway whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. Pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk. Or grizzly. Hang huntress. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Oh. Oh, flight. Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Oh, God. Definitely not math. Definitely not history. History? Nice! It's important to know what came before so that we're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. Wow, she's depressing as fuck. What's your favorite animal? What's a mustelid? I'll go with that. Be honest, you have no idea what a mustelid is, and you're just hoping it's some secret answer that results in a hilarious Easter egg, right? Because there's no Easter eggs. the word for ferrets and stuff like that. But that's fine. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red. What? Fine, I guess blue. Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. What? You're wearing blue! What's your dream job? Oh, there you go. We get to do what we really want. Why work at all? Takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectation to climb the ladder. Only she could spend laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Is Trapper a freaking boomer? Best flavor of ice cream. Oh, chocolate. Chocolate. My flavor is... Oh, fuck up. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always. The lesson you should learn before we go much further. Do I say 5? Pick. Do what I say if you want to decide. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons down there, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless explosives. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate. You have a reading comprehension problem. I told you mint chip was where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try again. So will be. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. Weren't you a miner that like was dirt poor in the you know whatever the actual game? I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. Kill guy. I like nice people and low big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. Darling, I hope you like me. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observation, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to not take part. Huh. I could, find that a little bit. She's downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh wait, I remember the Spirit story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had in this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there it is. There is. You know what I mean? Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. Love it. Only sometimes. Damn! I bet yeah, those two do it. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. First time ever I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. We're done playing. Let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. Damn, these people, the writers that made this must be super depressed. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. What about ocean? Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. You're all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. And tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Fine, let's go to the lounge. How about the yacht? Perf! Wait, I thought I choose. No, I don't. Oh, go back. I didn't mean that. Whatever. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. It'll be a pretty chill day regardless. Hold on. Just a moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. Why can't I date one of them? They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Dramatic flourish. Survive. Hence, we shall herewith refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually. Sorry, anyway. I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. You'll now escort the group to the menu of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you could do is allow us to do our job. I don't want to. I dig Claudette. Why can't I go for her? The most you could do is help us get off this island. Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true. He was, but he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. One of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm this island has, though. Trust me. Go there, with all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now. Off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. I agree with them. Not like that other island. Is that like a reference to the licenses? Like that's where Michael and Freddy and all them are? Ghostface? So what'll be? What was it again? Okay. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial. I don't know whose idea of volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. And I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap. And then when that didn't work, I tried whining. And when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But turns out I'm not the first to toss in those kind of threats around on this island. So thanks, I guess, for gonna get called off. Well, you're welcome, darling. Anytime. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight. Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Just make it quick. Is that what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams? Oh! It's hilarious, right? Right, Dwight? Yeah, right. So what do you be having? Scotch, sure. On daylight today, I can do something strong. Scotch on the rocks. Claudette and corks of... I can go alcohol. Claudette and corks a very expensive-looking bottle of top-shelf liquor and pours you a glass. Do enjoy. Who would drink that? Smells like kerosene. Need to embrace the burning. the burning? Oh, yeah. Why would you embrace that? Burning is... Ray stifles a sob. No, I can't even think about it. Well, then don't. No skin off my back, you weirdo. Come to think of it. Strong, expensive, better the longer you leave it locked in the basement. Scotch is the best. Crapper guzzles half the bottle and burps. It'd be disgusting. It wasn't so. No, it's disgusting. That's exactly what it is. Since we fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic building crap, I'd have a suggestively attempt to walk to the lowest part of the ocean before I set foot near this bar. A lot of reading. You don't think it'd be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks, but it'd be fine, or whatever you say. See my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. We must make small talk. I'm at least pick a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds. Okay, this feels like very millennial writing. It's way too fucking wordy. Like, oh, fake humor. It's way too wordy. Where was I? Ah, that nerds learn. It's their non-sports after school. This is I'll be exhausted talking like this all the time. A certain someone doth protest to. Sitting here on this cool sunny afternoon, the warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comic fiction. Reading is the only real escape from the inexplicable horror of life. I kind of agree with that. The escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seemed appropriate time to ask you, country, what is your desert island book? Why did I say dessert? The one book you'd bring with you for, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror. For some reason, that should be obvious. He means this because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Ha! Okay, now that was funny. That one was funny. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years, so what's your favorite? You know, I really enjoyed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I always felt like I had this other person living inside me. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Sounds like a fun one. I love a good story about friendship, but I can't read. Not because I'm dumb. I never actually learned to read because I was too busy learning to survive with nothing more than my own strength and cunning. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than just a rock with a face I've drawn on it in dried blood. Hide, people. You'll meet again, Roxanne. Down towards the horizon, there's a moment of silence among the group. Tell it to me sometime. I may not be able to read books by myself, but I love being read too. Especially when someone does all the voices. Not really a story about friendship exactly, but who cares? Of course I'll tell it to you. It's quite a thrilling tale. Not just anybody can pull off quality narration all the time. Take it from me. You don't even need to read. You could just make it up and it'll be fun. Sometimes I find myself in an abandoned house. I like to look at the photos on the wall and come up with little stories to go with the pictures. It's a fun game we could play together. Abandoned house? Why are they abandoned? Hunters gives you giggles and gives you a playful little wink. Oh, I don't know. Usually when I find the folks who abandon them, they're not in the mood to tell me much. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some stories of our own. Before you know what's going on. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-masked covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's get a circle and spin this bad boy. Great idea. Oh, the trickster. Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so... I'm not sure who's asking. I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know. What's the harm of inviting one more person and join the circle for our game? Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea. While also teasing the secret trickster ending. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. First you spin, then you swap spit, that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. Oh, Claudette. All makeouts will happen out of the view of the public eye. Real romantic lot. Oh, okay. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll all be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in, and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Country, you're up. Games gets top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise position, and the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you tell them. Oh, yes! I got spirit! What? Psych, you have to actually spin the bottle multiple times to get the real result. First to get 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore. Spin the bottle here on this island. Now get your spin on. Oh. Got Trapper. No. Got Wraith. Okay. Got Spirit. Oh. No, please don't give me Wraith. Please, no. Got Spirit. Spirit, you should true match. Thank God. Sorry, but I'm hoping for Spirit. So, no, not. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with a murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Spirit, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening off on her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hand on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in a gross way you'd sweat at an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified. Okay, with the millennial humor. Stop, please. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross her out so completely that she'll never be able to look at you romantically. Spirit, I have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth on it. I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was in that ocean. No. Well, maybe, but that's not what I was going to say. It's not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. Damn! Damn, that's rejection right there, buddy. You think I'm going to make out with some stranger because a bottle told me to? They've got another thing coming, and so do you. Namely a katana into your heart if you try to make a move on those such absurd circumstances. I wasn't gonna... Yeah, I know. You seem pretty harmless and not all that bad to kiss. If I were interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. We going to tell them we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want. So that thing about me not being bad to kiss, was that a lie to get me to play along? I want to know the truth. Figure it out for yourself. Don't expect this life to just hand you gifts like me. All I was ever handed. So she's a gift. Oh, okay. All I was ever handed was pain and suffering. Treat me well and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens. To break up such a passionate moment that we only assume was passionate because we never spawn you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner is being served right away, and we must insist that you join. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. No, I didn't think I had to talk this much. Can we at least get voice acting? Like, dang, guys. There's settings. That's unfortunate. There's no voice acting. Very low budget. There are so much more interesting things to die from. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. We're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You you arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. God, the millennial writing. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's a very limited seating directly around you. Oh, great. Terrific. That everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. Start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Spectidster. God, the writing, please. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, country. Real good. And we really can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms too. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think this was a error, but that. God, the millennial writing, please. Okay, Dwight and Claudette directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends of their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over us. I hope you enjoy. Hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Good. Murder. Which you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. You to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. Technically true is the best. Oh, God, this writing. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, country. Thinking what I'm thinking? No. Gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? Haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button down print. No. You look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable. Oh, wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broadaxe. It's a perfect tool for easily chopping away anything in twain. First, who says Wayne? Sometime. This is starting to hurt my voice. This the constant talking. Oh. Sometimes it's where it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. But ugh, you doing your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obvious. Obs? The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight or talk or look at each other in the eye. Riding. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great. Instead of slicing up, you can club it. Second death. Okay, now that was funny. That was good. That was a good joke. Hey, Country, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Oh, so... Damn. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. Doesn't matter which one does it. Done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all the while explaining the value of maintaining. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up there? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh, is this another spin the bottle minigame? Hey, Anarchy. Yeah, this came out like 2 years ago. I never got around to playing it. I didn't know this dating sim. Yeah, it's kind of a joke thing, but I never got around to playing it. I didn't want to play DBD again, but yet I kind of want to play DBD again, so I decided to give this a try. I'm about to lose my voice with the constant talking. I wish it had actual audio, so I don't have to read the dialogue. Okay, it's just spin the bottle again. Yeah, we get it. We just done this. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Go. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Not bad. Not bad. Well, I mean, that's true, but if it's very wordy like this is very, very millennial writing. Like the over-explaining of humor and like just being overly descriptive. This is very American or Western dating sim, millennial writing, whatever. Like it's way too, like a lot of this is way too wordy, and the overly descriptive jokes are bad. But there's a few golden. I mean, I like the character designs, obviously, and so, like one of the two of the jokes have landed. But it's just, I don't know. That was pretty good. Yeah, I like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is fine. At least I impressed Spirit. So I mean, she's the one I'm going for. I'd rather go for. I wouldn't mind going for Claudette though. Look at that. Dang girl. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Okay, so that's a little funny. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? So the ocean's obviously the entity. Wow, big surprise. Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who's been working their asses off to make this not perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to smash stuff through there. See, like that right there. Ugh, I don't know. It's just that millennial humor. I don't know. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? Best two things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Country. Number two is no number two. Oh, okay. See, now that was funny. That was funny. That was one less thing to think about in the afterlife. Okay, see, that's funny. Eat if I wanted to eat. I have no idea where. No, I have no idea what would actually follow. Might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. See how deep this cut of my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Okay. Okay, see, now my writing's getting a little bit better. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation of why. What do you want to tell them? At least she's upfront about it. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of going for Spirit. I kind of like her. I kind of like the cut of her jib. Look at that seagull. Wow, you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Oh, even Huntress called me out on that. Yeah, she's right, country. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Well, I mean, actually, that's. I kind of like that. Okay, yeah. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. Wraith, I wouldn't go after Wraith sexually, but I wouldn't mind getting a beer with him. Trapper, he can go. He can go away. Shoot. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear. Beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. See, okay, look, you should have just left the joke with the poison thing. You don't have to keep going with the joke. You don't have to keep going with it. Just say, oh, either that or you've been poisoned, or move on. Or just say, oh wait, actually you're about to pass out. You don't have to just keep describing keep going on with the joke and being overly descriptive with it. That annoys the hell out of me. Okay, whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh hey, it's me again, the ocean. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Sure. Hold on, I'm back. Oh. One more piece of advice. You made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Fuck off. The entity. I ain't gonna be your buddy here. You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. Look, Trapper, I'm not gonna go for you. I'm sorry, buddy. Thanks, I guess. Like, I'd like to have your build. I'd like to be as muscular as you. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to fuck you, though. Well, I'm going for Spirit first. Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I got a reputation to uphold. Starting to understand, I think. You went down, looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you though. So I figured a little ocean air might help wake you up, and I brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can't also be thoughtful? Don't answer because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy. killed by a boar. Get out of here with that little garbage. Okay, okay, that was funny too. Okay, I like that. I do find myself in an unusual position though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet, so I'm here to talk to you like a regular human person. A little too wordy. And right now, I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating, but I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. Watch as Trapper reaches into his singlet, pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Oh, okay, that's a bit surprising. Would you like to see it? Yes. Yes, I'd love to. So excited you're ready to share this with me. Trapper does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. And the longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. He'd be bottoming for me for sure. I don't think so, Gothtrap. I think he would he wouldn't go for that. I think he'd make you do that. What an interesting response. Thanks. I hope. Trapper looks at you, a piercing look even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Oh my god, the talking. Ugh. Only to find that Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. You gotta trust in the raw power of Transfilm. Hey, you do you. You want to try to go for Trapper, be my guest. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend every event as scheduled. Girl, I want to attend an event with you. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Yeah, Claudette looks very cute here. I think both of these are actual skins in the game for DBD. I'm not quite sure. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. See, look, that's lame. Quit with the overly descriptive, like, jokes. And, like, continuing jokes that needed to not be continued. Actually, Trapper's outfit's not in here, and neither is Wraith's. I think Huntress, Spirit, and I think Trickster. Yeah, Trickster's is the only skins in here. Trapper's isn't in here yet, I don't think. And neither is the Wraith's. Go, go, go. Going to go for a bit. Hopefully it won't take long. Hey, no problem, Anarchy. Thanks for watching me flirt with these guys, I guess. Now, Gothtrap. It's a singlet, all right? It's not a wrestling outfit, okay? But yeah, poor Trapper didn't get his didn't get his beach outfit. I'll be back for a second. I need to get me a drink. All this reading the dialogue's making my throat dry. I'm not used to talking this much. I'll be right back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Oh yeah, it's making me thirsty, alright. In more ways than one. I'm trying to get the spirit route first. Then I might go for Huntress. But all this since there's no like actual voice acting, I'm having to read everything and it's getting kind of annoying. I actually don't talk this much in real life. So my voice is kind of strained. Alright, once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, oh man, I could go for a fire pit. I can't wait for fall so I can do the fire pit in my house. White and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities. And we only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Boys, Trembling Ruts is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry when I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. It's really fair to pick on the newbie. Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me. Who's Donald? I'll snap your neck, I'll snap your head off, and I'll drown you in his blood. Bus and Mus are back on. You two know I love that. Who? Who's Cynthia? Oh, are they? Oh, he don't even know he don't know about Dwight and Claudette's name. Okay, I was about to say who. God, though, look at that. I just realized you kind of have like a G-string thing going on underneath there. But spirit first, then maybe muscle mommy Huntress. I know, right? That is such a wild Huntress frame. I'd go for her in a hot. We all know you love to kill. That's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names, so who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. I feel like I'm reading people a novel instead of actually playing. Well, okay, never mind. It's a visual novel. That's the whole damn point. Still, I hope I got the voice for it. I know my southern accent might be kind of annoying people or something. I don't know. My accent worthy of being a narrator to the book, to a visual novel anyway. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Country, who do you think should go? Damn it, that's a name. What? What's that mean? Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical... It's not about the voice, it's about the energy. Are you saying I don't have the energy? Pick somebody quickly so the tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Look, if you're not going to voice act, or, have voice acting, don't make the dialogue so wordy. I'm not saying she. I'll remember that, Gothstrap. I'll remember that. Look, I'm going for spirit, okay? I choose you, spirit. Whoa, whoa, this entire spirit's being carefully crafted to avoid... Ugh. Okay, see, that joke was very lame. And then the millennial like, oh, IP infringement lawsuit. Hook. Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that was neat. I didn't even catch that. Huh. You have to be careful with the catchphrases, will you? Ugh, okay, that joke was very lame. Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me. And I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Okay, see, that's a good one. That's good because that's what he did in the lore. And that was actually kind of funny. Talk about bullshit stories. Everyone else is going to chit chat. I guess I can just sit down and Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask. And both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. Okay, darling. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. See, you don't have to do these little, I don't know. Sometimes the jokes are really good. Sometimes they're just god awful. I don't know. This I guess that's just millennial writing. It's like 75% of millennial jokes like miss, and then like the other 25% are good. I don't know. The dark summer night, warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hata, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather, a dozen other officers doing everything to keep curious onlookers at bay. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. A box. You opened it. I didn't came because that's a license. No licenses are in this. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? Such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery, as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses. Spirit pauses. Her story. Spring trapped inside, maybe? Oh, well, he's licensed. No spring, no, oh, spring trapped inside. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's licensed. No licenses in this one. Spirit pauses in her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Help me, cried someone inside the box. The man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his own voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I was so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hoyta confronted. Oh, I got some kind of weird, random theme achievement. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hoyta comforted the man. She used her. Oh, I'm a she. Okay. She used her training to calm him and buy him time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. Oh, she's actually crying in her little thing. That's interesting. As the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddled on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hota was no help at all, powerless to save him. Guilt began to weigh on her, like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Oh, this is depressing. Not even horror. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hota. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Is this actually her backstory, but she's like switching it around a little bit? Oh, hey, anime. Looking through the narrowest. Wow, brings back memories. Oh, you've already played this. I've never got around to playing it. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hoyta watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise, asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone. Well, it's okay. The writing is kind of, the jokes and stuff kind of get a little eh, and like it's overly descriptive with the jokes and like the humor and whatever. But so far it's all right. I really wish this had voice acting, because this is starting to hurt my throat. I'm not used to speaking this much. Yes, she promised, I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hoyta, for she knew he would return, and he did. Pressing his lips up to the narrow slit, this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, promise that I'm not alone. Yes, she promised, I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Tetra placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man. Dang, dude. It was a gentle kiss, moment of compassion she could feel. Ooh. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in the soft touch. Thank you, said the man. No trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back, yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hoyta and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoyt gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. That's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or they just want to say I'm laying in bed, still starting freezing. Alright, well, hopefully you'll be. Hey, maybe you'll get better. I know you've been sick for the past 2 days, so just try to rest up and yeah, just relax and get better. This is getting so wordy. I don't know if I'll be able to keep going. Starting to hurt my voice a little bit. Talking too much. Perhaps that's just how Detective Hoyta had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Huh. So that's basically her? But that was actually a neat story, I guess. Spirit stares in the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak in the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking to the fire or up the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, who initiated this harrowing tale, so sad, so creepy, so sensual. Really wanted went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Claudette and Dwight are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. Game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. Oh, so the choices. So like the different. Why does it got bongo drums? Knows that. Stand without saying anything. You approach Spirit. Reach your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. Certainly not what you expected. It's instinctually you pull yourself away, but it's awkward moment, and you nearly fall over into fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone has watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. God, something special. Those in charge of this island don't want you to. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in the ocean of sardines. Wow. I wonder if I could use that as a pickup line. No one can give you what I can. Just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Why do I feel like he's like the Johnny Bravo or something of the game? Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you weren't going to get any time to yourself. Think about them just. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day. Even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator. Okay. Again, we're overly descriptive. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit, you come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her an offer like that. Don't forget our little talk. Fuck you, Ocean. You and your storyteller friend. Okay, who is my storyteller friend? Is it like my second head or something? Just the right temperature for evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and what kind of joke's that? That's terrible. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle that. Who in their right mind decided to put that in there? That is lame. Oh, I just want to be totally clear, even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, or any other I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in 5, and so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island trapped, one might say. The most puzzle. Oh, why are they. You don't have to explain it. We get it. You don't have. You're kind of ruining it. Also, a complete regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidence. Sorry, the coincidence. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, or maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into the world. You know how many swords that is? A lot. Gotta figure out. Gotta figure that without that many sharp edges. A person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool. Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you got me wondering, do I believe you? If you believe her or not. And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my... Stop! God, that's the problem with this writing. It's... What even is that? Don't I already know the answer to my own question about if you believe your answer is spirit? See, oof, awful. Don't do that. I'm skipping this. I'm tired of hearing this. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. Watch the spirit stares off in the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, leave it with your life, or will you leave with your life, or has it already been taken from you and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Or you can dwell on too much on your fate. Claudette and Dwight arrive. They're now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that in the firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. A hand over a pillow, blanket, and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Are they gonna put just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types. They'll want to rob of their... Ready. Away we go. As you relax, look into the fire, the radio begins to fizz and flicker. Buzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that it might adjust the dial and fix. See what's on this thing.
Let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there.
Oh,
It's you
that's
and
Matthew Cote.
everybody else, either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write music or to make outfits.
This
It's
is this from one of his
everybody that's
interviews?
part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform in person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by themselves and never talk to anybody. Uh,
So this is the Dead by Daylight theme song. Different. Okay. That's the Legion theme. What's this one from? That's badass, but I don't know what that one's from. Island? Yes, it is. Okay, go ahead and turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret falling to sleep or feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? That's that's expected. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Spirit reaches out and presents you a unique item, a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you can hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I want it back though, and if you lose it, well, get your revenge on me. The last thing I'd do. Finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. See, just say you're going to sleep. You don't have to do this little weird little witty writing or whatever this is. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even an anemic, as amnesic video game protagonist. Oh, God, that's. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. What? Okay. Suddenly, you awake, suddenly see someone looming over you. Ray stares at you awkwardly. He says nothing. Stares. You look around to see if there's something going on behind you or on either side, but nope, just staring. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of alliance? Are you with? Ray scans the horizon. Them. I'm just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before, and something's off on this island since you arrived. Off, then maybe we could talk more about that tomorrow. It's just since you got here, just we could have a really nice day together. A nice day tomorrow together. Uh, just you have no idea how long I've been here with these monsters. To be honest, I have no idea either. They're just awful, boring, and loud, and you're different. There's finally someone here on my level. You're thoughtful, interesting, gentle. I think we could, have fun. Buddy. Don't you see? I'm going after the spirit. I could show you some cool stuff. Oh, I bet you could if you want. If you don't, that's totally cool. I get it. No pressure. Fact, probably just forget I was here. Good night. Finally, alone for real this time. Maybe drift off to sleep again. Hopefully, you're not poisoned. Oh my God! Stop with that stupid humor. Okay. All right. I've been going for about almost an hour and a half now. I'm gonna stop it there. My voice is about to give out. Save it here. All right. All right. With that, I'm gonna come back. I'll come back to it another day. Uh, my voice. Let my voice recover. Damn. This has been. You know what? I'll be honest. I think this is my first dating sim I've ever done. I know there's like dozens of other better ones, but this is interesting. I think I would have preferred it been voice acted so far. Spare my voice. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Seems all right. We'll play it again uh, later on, maybe later this week. That go rest. Y'all guys later.